broke the protocol. And he is looking for...
There he is again.
A whitewash! They know it!
He's going... Oh, he's poor old King, you can see. You see it in the face, don't you? That's one of the glories of this game. He's got to finish here. Oh. Down in the 19s, apparently. Oh! Single 20 would leave him a nice finish.
Right, then how we go.
He's got tops again.
Halfway back to the Norfolk Broads. Looking discombobulated somewhat as the power comes to make it 4-zip. They're cheering it in. Thanks for coming, folks. Sorry about yesterday.
Oh.
On your stacker.
Well, that first dart could have hit it up. Well, I was going to say he might not be able to hit it, but Phil Taylor now.
It's a
4 out of 5
save
on the doubles. It's good camera angle there, Steve, because where people are looking, they can't see that Phil had the whole of the right-hand side of that double top to look at.
So, yeah, the less he has to move his body, the easier he can sort of just compensate.
Phil Taylor's not one of the players that moves along the hockey. James Wade does a lot. There's other players, but Phil rather switch, rather try and get in little tight angles than move.
Stephen Fry's been doing his research. We see him last night. Even was allowed to touch these magnificent darts of King. Watched and amazed at how still this man is at le moment juste.
That's exactly right. He moves his lip. That's about the only part of his head that moves when he throws.
I wish I was like that.
134.
Your turn, runners.
That's about right, that's Sid. That's the truest word I think you've spoken for a long time. That.
On a stacker needed by the Norfolk man. Got it! Oh, yes!
You're right, though. You've got to keep your body still. The only thing that should move is the pivot of the arm. You know, if you move your head, that means you're moving the weight of your body into the shot. If you move your shoulder, you normally hit a 5. As we say, come over the top of the dart like you would in golf. But, Phil Taylor, absolutely perfect. A bit like John Lowe, never moved.
And he's getting the 19s now. That's twice he's covered beautifully.
100.
Here we go.
We require 99.
4-5-zip.
Bullseye.
Taking the heavy Tom McAdam roller to the Norfolk man. Now the setup, opponent way back. Needing 140 or better.
He's left himself tops again. Poor old King. I mean, it must be something to be steamrolling. Because even when Taylor doesn't look as if he's playing at his best, he just eases away. It's awesome.
We require 40.
Tops. Lipstick as they see in Burslem. Oh, perfect! Ominous from the middle of the bottom of the bed. He could hit the dandruff on a fly's forelock. This man.
Oh, I've been waddelled. What could be better? I'm like a pig in Chardonnay, I tell you. I couldn't be happier.
Once upon a time, I cracked the jokes around here. Now everybody does it.
No, I mean, you have to feel sorry for an opponent when they meet someone like this, because there's pride you play for in front of a crowd. You want to show why you got into the top 4 of the league.
Developing your idea from Sky News yesterday, what is that quality that you might compare to your game with this Manchester?
Well, I wish I could ever be as good at anything as he is as good at darts, but then we could all say that. I think when we're on form, it's that supreme, you're master of time and space. Every second and every millimetre looks bigger to you than it does to another person. You know, like when a batsman says that it floated in as big as a football. And it's that feeling that somehow time and space is suspended and you're just in the channel.
So who in the theatrical world, since he started being interested in literature and the drama when he was 15, give me a character from the theatre that he's like?
Well, if I was playing him, I'd say Othello. I'd say Othello, because it's usually villains that have that much focus. But if you're a good person, you tend to care about other people. But to be a great athlete, you have to care expressly about what you're doing.
Are you with that, Rodez?
A finish for King, however, while we've been talking.
Well, yeah, you're exactly right, Sid. I mean, the way Stephen's explained it, it's exactly how it happens. I mean, you know, Bobby Moore. You know, the time and space for him was more than anybody else because of his vision.
Yeah.
Merv's vision is bleak, could get bleaker.
Treble 14.
Treble 14. No, one step ball. Oh, looking on the wire. And we know what the power does.
72.
Like Henry V saying to the troops, do it with metal like this.
Oh,
For
12 and tops.
a 6-0 lead. The greatest ever. The red bit.
Ooh,
52.
that was for him, way out.
Mervyn, you require 25.
Gets a chance to breathe again.
Thank
Put
you.
one leg on the board. Single 9. Go on, double 8. Oh, falls.
Can't buy a double. Surely now they know.
They don't play split the 11, do
You
they?
require 20.
In the volunteer Green Street Cambridge, maybe double 10 for 6-zip. The green bit now, the power. Looks like a cricket pitch. Under stagger needed. Has to be slippery.
Oh,
10.
even home or
Mervyn, you
not.
require 4.
Well, there you are. This has got to be a real chance for King, surely.
Thank you,
Double
ladies
2.
and gentlemen.
You can see Taylor's very disappointed, yes.
Say that again. Double 2 coming
There
in.
it is. Well, it won't be a power wash.
Well, Stephen Fry getting with the jargon. We are not going to see a power wash, but it could be a master spinner rinse for Mervyn King, confirming power 5, King 1. Welcome back, folks, to Top Tungsten, thrown by you know who. A year ago, the power was beaten in the semi-final by Mervyn King. And at the minute, Mervyn is lucky to have got a leg out of 6. Power's winning 5-1. Earlier, James Wayne, the machine, got the 4-1 up, and then the Aussie came back. But the holder is through. 5-1. With me, darts fan Stephen Fry and Rod Harrington, and a great crowd who had their fun stopped yesterday. What's he doing in theatrical terms, Stephen?
Well, he's walking away. He's got the audience in the palm of his hand. He's relaxed. He's in charge of the stage, and that's always the feeling with him. Already. That's how he started.
Cover
Going
shot
down.
now.
139.
Lad flies on the ball before me. Rodders, what's Merv got to do? What can he do?
Well, he's got to start attacking the treble more, Sid. A lot of his darts have been going low. I mean, that was a better dart. You can see that
100.
again. He's over 1.5 inches low, so he's not happy with his grip. He's feeling the pressure of the crowd and Phil Taylor. Like you said, Stephen, Phil's got the crowd in the palm of his hand. They're giving Merv a little bit of stick. Not a lot, but Mervyn is thinking it's a lot more than what it is.
100.
So he's getting frustrated.
And that's measured in this near 10 discrepancy. 103 in a pop to Taylor, 93 to King. When King did come on the scene,
57.
is a debutant a year ago, 8-1 against Martel, beat Wade 8-0, 6-0 up with the break. But when he meets this man, it's like Taylor has got the wood on him, as the Aussies say.
Yeah. I mean, no one can deny
90.
that King is a fantastic darts player. He really knows how to play. And when he's in form, he's as good as anyone in the world. But you do feel he's just mentally slightly more fragile.
100. Who we require 164.
And with what looks like the final coming up, remember, in the Premier League, only one man's beaten Taylor twice, and that's James Wade. Be waiting and
Big
practicing.
finish on.
Now! Ball!
Yes! Oh, that's the best finish of the evening by a long, long way. 107 was the best finish before that.
And guess where he was 3.5 minutes ago? He was shaking Stephen Fry's hand in the air, saying, come and see me up in Stoke, mate.
Well, Rod was saying this, you know, he's relaxed when he needs to be relaxed. He doesn't waste his mental energy when he's not actually on the oche, and I think that's part of the secret. He's just got more in the tank.
140.
Are you with that theory with us?
That's exactly right. It's like golfers. I mean, look, this is a great shot, great camera angle as well. You're exactly right. You're not tensing yourself, but where Merv, he's tense all the time.
60.
And when you're tense all the time, something is going to break.
Yeah. I mean, it's he's every lesson about being a sportsman you can see perfected by this man. Look at that.
Great point, great point. Where did he put this? Oh, that was silly. I think should have been for cover there. Well, Merv lives out in Norfolk, and he'd be like a boatsman seeing the Broads iced up on his holidays.
60.
Oh, look at that concentration.
Beat him 8-1 at Aberdeen a couple of weeks back to Taylor.
That was the scene of the first ever 9-darter from Raymond, wasn't it?
In the Premier League, yeah. Well, he's massive support up there. It's not a very good lie, that. That's not a good dart, but there's a possible lie on top of it.
Oh, what a disappointment.
Oh, muck spreading.
That's the sign of a player that's struggling, but Phil Taylor ain't. I mean, his 15s he will go for. He didn't need to go for the 11 bullseye because Mervyn weren't on a shot out. But them low darts is a sign of a player that's struggling. Low on the 20, low on the 19, and then struggling to find the 18s. And Mervyn will start to think, I just want to get off the stage at a certain time.
Loser in the Lakeside final, 194 down.
34.
Few year back, Merv.
32.
Taylor for 7-1. Green pitch. Middle there, Merv. Impressed him.
Phil Taylor.
How can you not be? It is, as you say, it's just suddenly you feel for King, you know, whatever you might have thought of him before, you've got to feel pity for someone being marmalised like this.
Well, we've got Stevie G kicking off over the road. We've got Stevie F in here, having the time of his life with me and Rodez. Here we go. This could be the leg.
Yep. I mean, it's the speed at which it all happens in darts. I think that's one of its unique features. You can just get bounced out of a match almost before you've had a chance to get your balance.
Some of the cues in this are a bit clumsy. Your turn.
Sorry. I'm not used to this. I'm with the master, let's be honest.
100.
Well, I don't know if he's got any parts going at the Old Vic, but he's certainly going somebody's pantomime with Stephen Fry this year.
Well, talking of pantomimes, I mean, it's fascinating now that these 4 players are the ones with the least of the nonsense of the Count Dracula and all that. They're actually serious players. Oh, he's at it again.
This one could be in. Could! Magic from the power